over the next three quarters?
100%. I think we won by, double digits in the last three quarters. So obviously, that first quarter, pretty much hurt us. Felt like we kind of got some open look shots that fall, but I feel like, we allowed that to, let them get out in transition. And, they started scoring a lot of points, which we can't let happen. We got to play, how we played those last three quarters. They go on a run of our own. Yeah.
Hey, John, just talking about, first of all, how you felt out there, man, and what was your mentality in that fourth quarter when you just got it going? It's like you tried your best to will your team to win, but just couldn't get it done.
Feel pretty good, man. Obviously, some stuff you just got to, play through and tolerate. Me, I love being out there, for my team, any chance I get, especially, when we're, going to battle. I don't want to, just leave them out there, by themselves, not being able to be out there with them. So felt pretty good. And in that fourth quarter, I was just trying to, like you said, win the game. I got it going pretty good. Was making shots. Just, couldn't pretty much get over the hump.
Ja, what specifically improved with you, or what was the level of improvement from game two, not being able to give it a go at the last minute, and then tonight being able to go ahead and push through and go?
I feel like, that's what I kind of like, about, the playoffs when you play in one team. So, after game one, I pretty much seen, how they was guarding me, that game. So, just doing my film study from that game obviously allowed me to, know my spots on the floor. They was pretty much going under. So, me knocking down the, three ball allowed me to, pretty much get downhill. So.
I meant with the rest, the decision not to play game two and then the decision to play tonight, what improved with you physically to let you to move forward and play?
I felt like pain would be the answer to that.
I was going to ask you, what was this process like for you? The last time we talked to you, you were pretty down, and obviously you played pretty well when the whole thing.
Nothing changed.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like the process, like how was it difficult to, like, what was it like for you sitting out like that, and just all the different things you probably had to do to get ready to play in this one?
Like I said in the question earlier, it's tough, not to be able to be out there. So obviously, that played a part. I was trying. It's not like I just, decided to on my own. I actually tried to come back, at the end of game one. Obviously, couldn't move it. So, that was cut off. And then, all the way up to game two, just trying to, do things to see if I can go out there, which, I pretty much couldn't. So, having, from game one to the night, those days, allowed me to recover enough to, be able to go out and play tonight. Also, credit to our staff with, the treatment process we went through to, be able to come out.
First of all, how much confidence did you gain over the course of this game in playing through whatever your, sort of the limitations were?
I never lacked the confidence. Once it was a go, I'm always confident. So.
Hey, Ja. What did you think of the Dillon play? And then also with what happened this week with Draymond, a similar set of circumstances, are you concerned that he'll be suspended for Game 4?
With how, they, treat Dillon, I honestly wouldn't be surprised, if he is. I felt like, he was ejected because of past ejections, that was made in games before. If you look at the play, he was actually, reaching for the ball on the crossover. LeBron just went behind the back. Obviously, he got hit somewhere, it's tough for a man. But flagrant one, okay. But ejection, I don't agree with it at all. But it's pretty much, out of my hands. Hopefully, we have him for Game 4,
Do you have to pick him up at all? Is he in good spirits, Dillon, that is? And I guess, what's the message now going to Game 4?
I don't feel like you ever have to pick Dillon up. His mindset, he's a, big-time competitor. Always, give his all. I feel like, people misjudge, him by, you know, how he, you know, talk. How I was raised, you know, I feel like, you know, everybody, you know, put their shoes on the same way you do. And my pops always told me, you know, there's no friends inside those, you know, 4 lines. So always, you know, bet on yourself and, you know, have that confidence. And he doesn't lack any confidence at all, and you can see that. And, you know, people, you know, try to bash him. He get booed, you know, pretty much everywhere we go. But, you know, that's just that mentality he has. It's not that, you know, he lack respect, you know, for anybody. People don't hear what, you know, things he say on the court. If, you know, somebody scores, sometimes he be like, oh, yeah, good bucket. But all they hear is, you know, what he say here. So, yeah, I don't feel like, you know, we got to pick him up at all. But, you know, hopefully we have him for, you know, game 4.
Obviously, with what Dylan had to say after the last game, that the fans were waiting on him. Do you think that the booing, kind of the venom, had any impact on him at all today?
Nah, not at all. He was getting booed all season, so I don't think that bothered him at all. He actually, you know, embraces that and loved that.